I'm the Forgetful Mama, and my son and I have been making videos off and on for a couple of months to try and make sense of my temporal lobe epilepsy. When we started making the videos, we didn't know I had that. We thought I had amnesia or something, and we were trying to help me remember. And we've taken plenty of time off because there were times when it got depressing. But it's not depressing today. Yeah, I still have lots of seizures. Since we first started making the videos, I've had over 200 seizures, and that's been in 3 months. Blessedly, they're not the kind that are a threat to my health. As long as I'm not driving or swimming, I'm okay. I'm not a fall risk, except when I take my medicine. Funny irony. So what I'm going to try and do today is make you feel like you've got temporal epilepsy, because it's been hard to describe to people. So that's what I'm up to. Okie dokie, you. Guess what? The health insurance marketplace wants to get some information from you that they haven't gotten yet about your insurance. So they're looking for 2 pieces of paper. 2 pieces of paper. So you've got to look through this, okay? And the problem is all these pieces of paper look the same to you, okay? And once you find the piece of paper, because you have temporal lobe epilepsy, you're not going to remember where you put it. Now, I've had lots of people tell me, they've said, you know, I don't have temporal lobe epilepsy. I can't remember where I put anything. True. But for most of us, when we find it, it makes sense. We're like, oh, of course I put it there. Duh, I did it when I did this, that, and the other. And it makes sense. It's not like pulling up a receipt and wondering if you could use it. See, it's processing. That's what I try and tell people. It's all about processing. For example, a friend showed up today and walked in really busy, said, do you need any vegetables? I said, sure. Went out, got me some vegetables, brought them back, and then tried to put them down in my kitchen, but there were too many dishes there. So the friend washed the dishes. Well, I could dry the dishes easily. That was no problem. But washing the dishes, drying the dishes, putting away the dishes is confusing to me. Go figure. So looking for a piece of something from the health insurance marketplace, which is 2 pieces of paper, is pert near impossible. Particularly when I find stuff like this. Come on, how cool is that? Anyway, that's your first introduction. Hey, has it been 2 minutes, 2 hours, or 2 days since I saw you last? Think about it. How do you perceive time? When somebody says, what time is it, and you don't have a watch and you think about it, can you come up with 5:30 when it's 5:30, or do you come up with 4:20 or 6:20 or Thanksgiving? Part of temporal lobe amnesia is stuttering. No, that's from the seizures. Part of temporal lobe epilepsy is the whole question of time and what's passed and what hasn't. So I mentioned that a friend came and washed dishes with me this morning. Well, by 2:30, I walked into my kitchen and I went, holy hell, where'd the dishes go? Blessedly, I remembered, but it took a while. And that was 2 hours later. So some creepy stuff happens with time. And some of you know that I was misdiagnosed for 25 years with different things. And in 1997, I made this painting while I was misdiagnosed with some other condition. And you can see in the reflection of the glass, it's so perfect, you can see a cartoon on my television. That's because I can't actually watch TV because I can't keep up with it, but having it on with no sound helps me perceive time, so I keep it up. But let me turn this to another angle so that you can actually see my stellar painting. No, there you go. There's a little window into my brain. That's what it feels like. most of the time. Just a bunch of crazy stuff. Now for our next exercise, this is going to get really fun. Look out! Temporal lobe epilepsy roller coaster. This is how I wake up in the morning. I have an overwhelming sense of doom. Oh, I'm sleepy. I think I'm going to throw up. Wasn't I supposed to be dreading something? Okay, breakfast. That's toast and milk and what's burning? Oh, crap! Toast! I feel really, really dizzy. Ugh. Everything is beautiful in its own way. What a beautiful day. No, I'm definitely going to throw up. So I was just talking. I was just talk. What the hell? I am so sleepy. Whew. Oh my God, my head hurts. Oh my God. Oh my God. What time is it? It's 8? I got up at 6. What the hell's going on? And why do I smell burnt toast? What the hell? Good morning. So I realized I told a fib. Sometimes I can watch TV. And when I can watch TV, I like to watch Doc Martin. It makes me happy. And sci-fi. That makes me happy. Some days I can't do it, but a lot of days I can. And those are good days. I can't read novels, but I can read comic books and graphic novels. And I can't make a whole meal by myself, but I had tuna fish and tater tots the other night, and that was delicious. So it's contrast effect, right? You know, can't do a lot of things, but so much that I can do. And also knowing it's just temporary. Woo, woo, that's fun. It helps a lot. So there you have it. 7 episodes of Forgetful Mama. I don't remember making any of them. Every time I do them, I have to relearn how to make them. Meanwhile, of course, it helps that they're produced and directed by my son, so he does all the heavy lifting, but I don't even remember how to record them every time. Between cuts, I don't remember how many I've done. Very difficult. I couldn't bake a batch of cookies if my life depended on it. And amidst all that, you know what? I'm a hospice chaplain, and I got nobody on my unit dying from terminal temporal lobe epilepsy. So I'm going to be okay. Next week I go into the hospital, and I'll have a 4-day EEG, which is they put little things on my head and try and see exactly what pattern of electrical activity is going on in my noggin. And according to that pattern, then they'll better know how to treat it. So I'm very hopeful about that. Most of the people I know who have epilepsy have had it 35 years or more and are perfectly controlled. So that time will come. But if you're watching this and you have a friend with epilepsy, or you have it and you're wondering if you're the only crazy person in the world, hello, my sisters and brothers. So I have a wonderful family. I have loving, loving friends. I have tons of people in my life, and it's going to be okay. But in case I don't remember that, I keep writing it down and making movies. Have a good day. Maybe I'll send you something from the hospital. Ooh, that'll be fun. Forgetful Mama on location at the Epilepsy Monitoring Unit. Party! Bye!